everybody, and welcome back to another episode of The Dallas Show. My name is Dallas, and today we've got our first episode with not just one guest, but two kick-ass ladies. So please welcome Betty LaRue and Vivian Vega.
Woo!
How's it going, ladies?
Hi, it's good. How are you doing?
Welcome to our show. I'm really excited to have you guys because you guys do a lot of really cool stuff. We didn't have you on just because of a podcast or just because you do music stuff, but you do a really special thing. We'll get to it in just a second. So why don't you talk a little bit about the podcast that you guys do? You guys have a very cool podcast, so I'm going to let you tell the world what that's about.
First, though, I got you a gift.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I made
goody.
you something. I made a painting. So we are saying at the end of our show, of our podcast, is smear lipstick and raise hell.
Oh,
So
that's
We got
awesome.
you some lipstick.
Thank
you.
And it sparkles.
It's very sparkly.
We're very sparkly in general.
Oh, that's amazing.
So, yeah.
What's it called?
Revolution Rosies.
All right, cool.
All right.
And we were initially going to call it Lipstick Revolution.
But that's already a thing.
It's already a thing.
That is already
Yeah.
And it's a really badass thing.
That is a very badass
it's,
thing. Which we should probably go into that badass thing at some point on the podcast.
On the podcast, we will talk about it
point.
because it involves what our podcast is about,
Mm-hmm.
which is badass women.
In history and
Now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And actually, we kind of evolved it too while we were doing the podcast to, at the end, include badass women in our lives that inspire us. So
just kinda give
at
a shout out.
Yeah, so at the end of every episode, we talk about badass women in our lives.
We're going to talk a little bit about burlesque.
Yeah.
And kind of, this, if you did this pinup aesthetic kind of going on here in burlesque. Why don't we talk a little bit about... most of us might know what burlesque is, but why don't you talk a little bit about specifically... Maybe, at least what I'm interested in, what do people get wrong about burlesque? Or what are some, like, misconceived notions about burlesque?
That movie.
Yeah. Well,
Are you Cher and Christina Aguilera at all times?
At all
Jeez.
times. No.
Okay.
I mean, burlesque really does come from like hard work and a lot of background stuff. So a lot of people think like, oh, you know, grab something sexy off the rack at Burlington Coat Factory because it's on sale and it's got strappies, and I don't even need thigh highs for these strappies. I just let them fling around. But it's not quite that. I mean, there's a lot of training. There's a lot of work that goes into it. We make all of our own costumes. I actually brought some so we can look at them. But like, we do all of our own rhinestoning. We do all of our own beading. We, choreograph all of our own numbers. And I mean, it's a really great movement that is about body positivity and sexual positivity. It's a very accepting group. It is it's a very good way to kind of like claim yourself and be yourself. And I mean, it's accepting of all sexualities and all body shapes, and anyone can do burlesque, but not everyone should if they don't plan on putting into it what they want to get out of it.
Gotcha. So we're actually gonna take a little break. We're not done with burlesque yet. We're gonna get back into it. We're just gonna take a little break. So yeah, we'll be right back. Strike a pose. Hey Cody, do you want to go to the crew game tonight?
Why would I want to do that?
Well, I got some tickets from work. I haven't really been yet. I know you're not a huge sports guy, but figured we could check it out. Oh, tonight's also Diamond Dog Night.
BYOB!
Alright guys, so we are back. So obviously we had to take a little break because we had a little bit of a costume change. If you guys want to come back out, ooh, burlesque.
Yeah, so did a little costume change on you.
Really? Michael can't, I swear to God.
It's awesome.
I just did.
Woo! And that is what we call a reveal.
Alright, well, now that I got these on, what do I do with them?
Well, these are
What, Cody?
tassels. Not all pasties have tassels, but some do. And actually,
in 2016, I won the Burlesque National Master of Tassels. So I'm going to show you how to twirl a little bit today.
That's amazing.
We
Now-
both have trophies,
Yes.
but we didn't bring them.
I know. We were just going to nonchalantly put them on the table and be like, we
And be
won
like,
stuff.
look, we
That's
have
all right.
trophies.
I have a
and-
bachelor's degree, and look at me now, Mom.
Yeah.
So we both, I mean, all three of us have
Have
things to
things
show
that are
for
important. And
So I have a
We
question.
worked
Do
on-
tassels go with tan lines?
always.
beautifully.
Perfect.
Yeah, actually,
I don't want to look like an idiot.
So we need to get you a stage name.
Yes, we do need to get you a stage name.
Oh, I've never thought of a stage name for myself before. Let me
All right,
just go
let's
through the
teach him.
Rolodex.
You
All right,
teach
all right,
him.
Okay, well,
I'm going to just do this.
watch.
Can it just be
Okay.
Daryl?
So,
Daryl? Perfect.
Actually, no, you can go
Sweet, I'm Daryl.
by. There's a burlesque performer in New York whose name is world famous Bob.
Yep.
She's just the world famous
And there's Bob the drag queen. See,
And Bob
it's
the
fine.
drag
I can be Daryl.
You can be Daryl. Do you want
Push this one on a little bit more.
Oh, do
You're
it.
just gonna have to hold it tighter. Okay, so
Okay, there you go.
I'll
So,
just push
It's going to
until you
hurt
tell me what to
so
do.
bad when it comes off, Daryl.
It's fine. It's fine. Oh, I'm not used to being called Daryl.
He's like, wait, who's Daryl?
so
Oh, that's
if
me.
you want to twirl a pasty,
Uh-huh.
it's actually a lot in more of your shoulder than in your breast. So it's gonna be kind of a
Yeah, no, you're getting it.
So
Yes.
give me a
Both or
back
just
and
one?
forth. Give me a back and forth.
Yes.
Now bring your shoulders back. Ah, you're doing really great.
I did it!
Yeah, great job.
All right, I have to quit the show. I have a new talent.
And then you can do it forward.
Oh, no. So,
It's actually a lot easier to go forward
I don't know what to do with my
Yeah.
arms.
Shoulders.
and back it up.
Oh, there's one.
And you can jump.
And I can jump? What?
Yeah. Do a little toe
Jump
bounce.
is easy.
Hands behind your head.
That was doing it. Mom! Mom, look! Oh, so I thought the glove came off. I was like, huh.
Look at her tiny little
There's our
nippies.
little hearts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's.
so these actually came from Sugar Kitty Corset. So Sugar Kitty makes pasties, and I'm not great at making pasties. So
Write
I
that down,
would
write it down,
literally
Cody.
buy them. She makes a beautiful, amazing pasties. Now
They're
with
so
these,
pretty.
these are actually interchangeable ones, but because I'm a hard twirler and it's one of my like sticks, I actually glued my these are actually supposed to be interchangeable, but
Like
I
the
glued them
chains
down.
come off
Yeah,
and
the
can
chains
be-
come off, and they're just
okay.
magnets here.
She's
but
mean.
She's
a mean twirler.
Me twirler.
She taught her husband how to do the guitar move.
Yeah, the guitar move. So, I mean, like, simple enough is just a...
Oh, see?
Damn.
Hard
I was
twirler.
like, yeah, we've got to tassel down.
All right, so
Hard
simple,
twirl.
you could just do one at a time.
I,
Can you get the... Come on.
I just want to do this.
Okay.
Do the jump
Can
one.
you, can you
The jump
pretend
move.
that you're, like, playing a guitar?
Go, nipples, go. Go, nipples, go. Go. Oh, it's working. Yay, nipples.
There you go.
Yeah, so the jump is the easiest
Damn,
way.
damn
That's
you.
what I glued it on. I'm sorry. They are wonderful
down.
pasties, but I am going to have to glue this on
She's
again.
a mean twirler. She's a mean
I'm pretty
twirler.
hefty.
Just hold it in place. When
Just
you do
hold it. I know.
So, I was going to ask a question
Look at
and I
that.
got
It just
distracted.
doops.
I know. It's
I wonder why.
I mean, there's just giant boobies bouncing in your face.
Magnets. Is that magnets? Is that...
Yeah.
Twirl a little lighter.
I can't. There we go. There we go.
She just
Lighter
barely
twirling.
moves. And
Yeah.
they
What
just
are
go
we
to
doing?
town. They just go like crazy, huh?
We're in the wrong field of work, us.
Listen, I'm telling you.
Can you go backwards?
She. Look, barely even doing anything, and she's just. All right, put this back on.
All right, I'm distracting them.
They're just going out.
I feel like guys kind of have a built-in tassel.
I mean, I've
Illegal. It's an illegal tassel.
Yeah, I mean, like you have to at least put
Boo!
an elephant horn on it. So
Write that down.
So the trick is to keep a little bit of room.
you can do a little flappy flap.
So that you can...
So you
Right.
can do a couple ways to have the room. So you can either do like a or we can do it with the
Oh, until you
Or-
bite your finger and you're
Or
like,
you can get
Jesus.
you can get real down and dirty and do it in between your legs, right? Right?
I
go
would be so good at this.
a little classic. Go down the leg, step on it, bring it up your leg.
Oh, okay.
So there's a couple of ways.
So then after gloves, what do you do next?
Well, I mean, it just
depends.
on the costume.
Yeah, it
you
depends.
You build your entire act around the costume. I have a costume that involves giant playing cards that are a collar around my neck, and then I take them off and I rip them apart in their fans.
Oh, okay.
And for my David Bowie number, I have 1,000 million layers of clothing. So
It's all about the teasing.
it
about
is so
Thanks,
many
Glee.
so many layers, and so it really depends. And then there are some where I'm wearing pants that don't come off at all.
Those are fun too, though. You can do tearaway pants.
You can do tearaway pants, old school like.
It's like every white dude in high school.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I love to rip those pants off those guys because it was funny.
So let's take a
Not that
second
much
and talk
younger.
about the costume specifically. My costume is white boy shorts and these. And I make that work for me. But so what kind of costuming do you said it's kind of
So it's
depends
very,
on the costume.
I mean, it depends on the costume, and also like we do a lot of our own costuming. We work on it. The bra itself that I'm wearing right now, I kind of scrapped together. So this is actually a C or a B cut bra, which obviously I am not. So
what I am.
I cut the center out, extended the center, added the rhinestone. I added 3 layers up here to create more of a cup, and then I rhinestoned the whole thing myself.
Cool.
And this,
It kind of reminds me a lot. I've watched a lot of drag.
yeah.
So it's a lot. It feels like it's a lot like drag in the sense that it's like build a costume, do the show.
Yeah, it's a very build a costume, build an act, have a character, have a theme in mind. I mean, your character can be your burlesque persona in total, or you can do different characters through your burlesque.
Cool.
So you could do like a coy character or a seductress, or there's lots of different ones. One of my favorite performers who you should look up is Red Rum. She is a horror burlesque. It's gorelesque.
Thank you guys so much for coming and doing this. And
No, it's been so much fun. Thank you for
I'm
inviting
glad
us.
Michael put these on me, or it'd be awkward. Could you imagine? So let's go ahead. I'm
you
gonna do this. I'm gonna go ahead and thank some of our Kickstarter backers like this.
Hey!
Oh my
for
gosh,
helping
thank
support the
you.
show. So we've got Becky Horseman and Travis Horseman. We've got Kyle Jepson, Joe Lyles, and Kyla Manus for this episode. Thank you guys so much for backing us. I'm sorry you have to see. Well, you're not looking at my nipples, are you?
I'm not.
That's what I thought.
Legal, don't worry.
So yeah. So until next time, guys. Thanks for watching the Dallas Show. Let's leave on a. Oh, I'm the only one with tassels. I'll just do this.